Hi guys, welcome to PIXIENATOry. I am Pixie, a custom doll artist. Today I will be making another commission order. I feel that about a dozen of the next dolls would be commissioned ones. Because of you guys who keep making orders from me. Thank you. That's a great feeling, to be honest. Still, it is a lot of work to do. No pressure at all. Jokes aside, you can't even imagine how it is important for me to have a job now, while it is war in Ukraine, especially as a freelance artist. And war clearly puts almost everyone here in a position where we are left not many consistent things. And for me, dolls that I'm making for my customers are just one of that things right now. I know which dolls I will be making next. I know which dolls I will be making next month and the next month. There is literally a small list of dolls characters and names of my clients on my table. And when news gets really intense, I just try to switch my thoughts on this list and just think about how I will do this or that thing for a specific doll. Like a puzzle. A puzzle about how to make myself occupied and continue living a life, away from too much doom scrolling. In this video, I will not teach you anything specific, I guess. I don't know. I will just share some of my thoughts. How I live my days being at war. Still in safe region. So my experience is much more settled than that of those who are now suffering from all consequences of war. Some people are losing their job, some people losing their everything in a blink of an eye. It is a very hard thought to accept. Ukrainians, just like myself, lost their ground of comfortable stability, so we understand how fragile life is. I see it daily. So yeah, this small island of doll making actually is helping me to go through these events. I literally hadn't any idea about what I'm gonna tell you in this video, and that's why it took me longer to make. There was just a feeling of a compressed vacuum in the head. Pictures of recent events, air aid, immense anger, a silence, like a grey noise. I knew that things that I'm experiencing, and not only I of course, are hard. They are just crazy. Those are just so hard for people to absorb and stay mentally unharmed. I think I'm not ready to talk about it on my channel more precisely. I have Instagram stories for that. In just a little bit more than a half of a year of the war, it now feels like I got older mentally by about a decade. Or even more. Some feelings changed irreversibly. I heard a lot of how foreigners started to call Ukrainians strong and tough. I'd wish to stay like I was before, honestly. But that's okay too. That's our lives now. I do not regret any day of it. I don't want to sound sad or something. My feelings are not that dramatic now. Just a side effect of consistent emotional tension. I mean, maybe I should be scared more, maybe I should be more worried, but I'm not. I'm tired a bit. As you may know, just a few days ago, Ukraine was massively shelled. One of the most intense shelling we had so far. I will not cover too many details of it, just will say that we spent 5 hours sitting in the corridor with our 2 cats. And still I want to make this video. I want to show you the result of my work. Some videos will be just like that, venting about my daily life. So now I will just focus on this doll. Her name is Emily. She is a romantic gift from one loving heart to another. It is a portrait doll of the real girl. You guess her name. As I know she's from Canada, her soulmate contacted me and said that the portrait doll of this beautiful lady will be a great present for her birthday. I agreed. I made this doll mostly off camera. Despite this, I want to say that this piece of a sunny beam with a truly lovely smile was a pleasure to make. I usually do not take portrait dolls as commissions, because it is a tricky deal. You have to show a resemblance with an actual living person. I always had difficulties with realistic styles. Just not my thing. And this time I and my client meet each other's expectations at the very start of this project, and eventually we got a result that satisfied us both. I do really hope so much that Emily will also like her present. The task was to make an outfit, a pair of glasses, put some shoes, make hair and paint face of course. For this character I picked the Descendants doll, and again I can't remember her name. The one with purple hair. don't bother yourself guys in the comments, I just choose not to remember this doll's name at this point, so that's okay, thank you if you cared to write it down. I shrunk the head with acetone to make it more proportionally accurate to the ever after high body that I will use. I used an Apple's white body if you were interested. The whole process of making her outfit and her face was quite easy. I hadn't made any major mistakes, nothing like that at all. It was one of those dolls which I made almost in trance. When you know you are just so focused that all of a sudden you notice that everything is done already. So this video is really short because of that reason as well. I was making this doll at night time, and as you know, I usually do not film my videos with artificial lights. I try to push this moment as far as I can. The lamps are just too bright, it is uncomfortable for eyes if you use them for hours, and they just take up too much free space. So yeah, light from the window is much more preferable option for me. Since this doll was made mostly at night time, I will only show her face and the final result. And I want to thank my customer for making this order. Thank you. And of course, I also want to greet you, Emily. Happy birthday! I wish you the sweet tranquil calmness of your days, and great trusty people nearby you, and plenty of sincere smiles in your life, just like the one that you have. I wish you that. So, it is the end of this video. Wait a bit to see a final doll. I have nothing else to say. I wish you guys to have a great day. And it is time for me to say, see you in my next videos. Bye!